Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to this service of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Amherst. We are so glad you have chosen to spend this time with us. We know many have options and obligations on Sundays, and we are grateful to have you here. I'm Marlana Rice, the worship associate for this service. My job is supporting you as you experience a Sunday morning with UU Amherst. For those gathered in the chapel, please place your phones on airplane mode or turn them off completely to ensure that our online community can participate without disruption. We also have assisted hearing devices at the usher station in the back of the chapel. Also, if you're feeling chilly because it did snow last night again, please get up at any time in the service and borrow one of the great cozy blankets back there in a big basket on the stairs on its way to the atrium at the back of the chapel. It's okay to get up and take care of yourself at any time in this service. If you're new to Unitarian Universalism or to this particular congregation, I invite you to take a breath, relax, and participate as fully as you are comfortable. Today's service is a celebration of the music of resilience, the music that strengthens individual hearts, which in turn energizes us as a community of faith. You're welcome to move when we move or to remain seated. You'll notice that uniformity is not a high priority with us.
Good morning, friends. Good morning. I'm Reverend Michelle Buhite, the minister of this congregation. My pronouns, which I offer to create a truly inclusive and brave space for all to live into the fullness of our identities, are she and her. I have a confession. So each week, I copy and paste the words, the script. Today is not the music of resilience, that was last week, but you can still participate by going to YouTube and finding our channel, UU Amherst, and having the music of resilience. We do a lot of music each week, but I just needed to confess that, yeah, okay, I'm done confessing. I feel so much better. I'm so glad that you have found your way here. Whether this is your first Sunday or you've been participating for months, years, or decades, you are a thread in the tapestry of love and service that we are weaving together. In this space, in person and online, I'm gesturing to the main camera, if you wonder what I'm doing there. Well, we recognize that there are many identities. Not everyone experiences the world the same way or necessarily believes the same things. What matters is that we keep love at the center of who we are and what we value. Whoever you are, wherever you come from, whomever you love, you are welcome in this place. I like to begin our time together with intentional breathing and toning, opening our hearts and creating the space where transformation can happen. Our heart-opening song is by Alexis Sunshine Rose, is that not a tremendous name, entitled Weaving Our Lives. I'm going to sing the first verse through, and then we'll sing both verses together 3 times. The verses are 4 lines long, in case you're like, 3 times? So I'm going to come closer to you. I don't know why I just turned my tablet off. That was a terrible decision. Okay. So listening the first time through, I'm going to give relative pitch awareness so that you know when to go high when we get there, okay? Just listen. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the light and dark threads of our journey through. Try that with me. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the light and dark threads of our journey through. Second verse. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving a blanket of light. We are weaving a basket to hold all that's true. This next time is our second of three. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the light and dark threads of our journey through. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving a blanket of light. We are weaving a basket to hold all that's true. One more time, all the way. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving our hearts and our minds. We are weaving the light and dark threads of our journey through. We are weaving our lives. We are weaving a blanket of light. We are weaving a basket to hold all that's true. Lovely.
Each week, we gather to begin with a land acknowledgement. Cathy Jones. This is not an empty ritual. In this rite, we recognize that we are stewards of the acres upon which our church stands. But more than that, we honor our connection to Earth Mother and offer our gratitude to the only planet in the universe that creates and sustains us. We pour this libation to symbolize our commitment to care for this precious home of our spirits, to speak and act on behalf of the earth, to seek to partner with those who are indigenous to this place, that we and our descendants may also bless and be blessed. Also, when we gather, we light a chalice, a cup or vessel that symbolizes Unitarian Universalism and the gathered community. The flame represents the spark that each of us brings and the warmth and light that we create together. Please join me in our chalice lighting words. We gather this hour as people of faith, with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. Our gathering music is found in the Teal Hymnal, number 1008, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place. Let's rise in body and spirit and sing with enthusiasm.
Thank you.
we bid you welcome, who come with weary spirit seeking rest, who come with troubles that you are too much with you, who come hurt and afraid.
We bid you welcome, who come with hope in your heart, who come with anticipation in your step, who come proud and joyous.
We bid you welcome, who are seekers of a new faith, who come to probe and explore, who come to learn.
We bid you welcome, who enter this hall as a homecoming, who have found here room for your spirit, who find in this people a family.
Whoever you are, whatever you are, wherever you are on your journey, we welcome you. It is our custom each week to take a moment to be really intentional about how we came to be in this space. What loving kindness, what radical hospitality, whatever it is that has drawn us to this time and this place together, both in person and online. I think that which calls us is a yearning for a deepening, for being seen, being known. And in this special time in our service, you're invited to bring all that's in your heart, your joys, your concerns, your sorrows, to pick up a stone or shell, squeeze that, infusing that with everything you bring, and placing it on the labyrinth, setting it down, if just for this time together, knowing that it is held in love. And so, whether you decide to come forward and to participate actively, or if you are a person who remains seated and holds the space, know that we are engaged in this practice together. Come forward or stay as you will. I place the final stone in recognition of the joys, concerns, and sorrows of those who may have chosen to listen to their bodies and remain seated, and those who are gathered with us online. Know that all of us are held in this blanket of light and hope. My heart is heavy this morning with all that's going on in the world. Wars suddenly erupting while we slept. And I just want to make space for that. There is a heaviness that maybe is clinging like a pesky shadow. And I invite you to, as you take a breath, to acknowledge that this is the water we're swimming in right now. And we can choose love. We can choose hope. So just take a moment, open, if not the door of your heart, at least a tiny window, and let some of that heaviness out and some of that hope and light to reach in. May we know that we are held in a love that transcends our ability to know and yet is well within the scope of our imagination. We are held there. Last week, as we engaged in our Time for All Ages, we invited the sun back. And the sun came for a day. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, friends of mine back there, it's the Wonder Box if you'd like to come and join. It's not limited to the friends back there. If you have the ability to move your knees in a fashion that puts you down here, you are welcome to join them. Here they come. Oh my goodness. I love your hat. It seems like it's a little small for your head. Oh, hi, Quinn. Guess what? I'm not doing the Time for All Ages today. I get to be a listener, too. And my knees don't work that way, so I'm going to sit in a chair.
Good morning, friends. Come on down. Quinn, you might want to back up. This box is pretty big. I don't want to obstruct your view. So as Reverend Michelle said, we asked the sun to come back, and I was on vacation, and I tried to bring some with me, so I feel like I did okay. But I went to a really special place called Sedona Wolf Sanctuary for my birthday last week, and I brought something back to show you. Do you want to see it? Yeah. Oh. Does everyone know what a wolf is? Yeah. Yeah.
It's a meat eater.
It's a meat eater.
It takes a long time to go.
Thank you. Oh.
Yeah. No.
Arr! We have a little howl up here. Y'all are on we are on the right wavelength. Thank you, Lily. I'm being handed dinosaurs, which aren't wolves, but they're, could be. Okay, we'll just add some dinosaurs to the box today. So in the box, it's a big box, but there's something very small in here. Lily, do you want to see it?
Don't make sure you don't give it to her. Because she'll choke it.
Yeah, I won't give it to her. Well, I'm gonna hold on to it right now, but does anyone know what this is?
It's a jar.
It's a jar.
Should we open it?
It holds a little fuzz. So in this world's tiniest jar, I have real wolf fur. Yeah, my dog was very excited about it when I brought it home. So, yes, it's okay. Her dinosaurs are in there. She knows. You can have the dinosaurs back if you may. So, I did not sneak in this tiny specimen jar and pluck wolf fur off the wolves, just so everybody knows. I was gifted it because I was a respectful and calm guest to the wolves. And so today, we are going to talk about something called wolf hospitality, and in line of our theme of radical hospitality. So wolves may look like dogs, and they...
Give me what the holotype they mean.
What's that?
Holotype they mean.
I don't understand. Oh, hospitality. It means, good question, Quinn. Hospitality means how you welcome people, and if you're kind when you welcome. Here, Lily, I'll bring the box to you. How's that? There's less cords over here. We're gonna do a little baby shuffling. Hold on. Pause. There you go. There's your dinosaur wonders. So hospitality means like how we welcome people. Like if we're kind hosts and guests, and when people come into our space, what we do. So with the wolves, they may look like dogs, but they're not dogs. So you know how when you meet a dog, you ask first, oh, can I say hi to the dog? And usually you let the dog kind of sniff your hand. Does everybody know how to do that? And the dog sniffs your hand and decides, okay, we're cool, you can pet me. Wolves sense your energy before you even meet them. They know how you feel, what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. And so we did this exercise called saging before we went in their sanctuary, where we basically, the adults might know this, but we took a big breath in. Let's practice. Ready? Big breath out. We just cleansed our energy. And we made sure we were calm, respectful, and grateful for the wolves. Yes, Sammy?
I got wolf in the howl at night.
The wolves howl at night? Yes. Yeah, the wolves do howl at night. And we'll talk about howling in just a second. You are very prepared to howl. I see it in your eyes. His eyes just got so wide. So I was gifted this little bit of fur because I was a kind guest, so they let us do two very important things, or very exciting things. One, snuggle the wolves. Cue. Yeah, so I got wolf kisses. The snuggling isn't very apparent in these pictures, so everyone on all my kiddos, you can see probably over on this screen all the wolf snuggles, but we had a wolf on our lap and lots of wolf kisses on my face, which I have multiple feelings about. And the second thing we got to do is learn to howl. So you all were practicing howling today, but did you know, good howl, Sammy, did you know that to get a wolf pack to howl, you have to ask the alpha of the pack to howl with you? Yeah, it's a big process. So we're gonna practice. Does anyone want to howl today? Raise your hand if you want to howl. Grown-ups, yeah? I would like to howl. So Miss Molly doesn't have her hand up, but I know inside she wants to howl. So to learn to howl, we need an alpha wolf. Normally I would say Lily, but I don't think she could take directions up here. I think, John, would you like to be our alpha wolf today? All right, everyone clap for John, our alpha wolf. And I need some humans. So would everybody on the rug be good humans? Yes? Everyone on the rug can be humans? Yep, cool. And then I'll practice being just one of the wolf pack. So the way it works is that the humans will howl. Can you practice howling? Okay, thank you. And then me, the wolf, would howl. I will howl very quietly for the folks online. And the alpha gets to choose whether to respond or not. That's a pretty responsible job. And then the rest of the pack, which is all y'all in the pews, if the alpha responds, you respond, okay? So if John howls, all y'all have to howl. Got it? Thumbs up? Okay, I'll give cues. I'm gonna turn my mic off because I don't wanna blow out eardrums. All right, so I'm gonna start as the wolf. And then the humans. And then let's be quiet so the alpha responds. Alpha didn't like it. All right. No response. All right, let's try. That's a little extra love in this howl. All right, you can get loud. There's no microphones on me. Ready? All right, I'll howl first, and then your turn. That was fun. And so we learned how wolves talk to each other and communicate and hold the responsibility of being good hosts and good guests. And I was able to do that because I was able to step into a place of the wolf's home and be kind and listen to the wolf and how they like to communicate. I have a question, and then we'll sing our kids out. Yes, Sammy. We have, our translators are still learning, so TBD on the wolf answer, but we'll play. Okay. We're also learning sign, but we're getting better at it. Yes?
Do you think I could sing while I'm leaving? So,
Absolutely.
everybody?
You can say, how about everybody sings with you and you can sing down the aisle? Will everybody sing? I'll do the beat. Will everybody sing with Quinn as we sing our children to their activities? Yes? All right, thanks, Wolfpack. Yes, Sammy, one more question, but we'll answer it at the back.
I'm so tempted to just howl at you. But there are words to be included today. So I invite you to just remain seated. This is our centering song, Winds Be Still. It should be number 38 or 83 in your program, not 82. So it's 83. Words are up front. And let's just use this to sort of bring ourselves back into ourselves. Leave our little wolfy selves out there. Winds be still, storm clouds pass and silence come. Please grace this time with want to start with a little story. Perhaps you know this story. It's attributed to Buddhism. I can't attest one way or the other. So in the story, there are two main characters, a frog and a scorpion. And maybe the other character is the river that is flowing next to them. And it's not a huge river, it's kind of a narrow river, so they can easily see to the other side. And the frog is hippity-hopping along his way. Wait, I just made him the Easter bunny. The frog is hopping and ribbiting along the edge of the river and comes across this scorpion and gives it a bit of a wide berth because scorpions can be cranky. And the scorpion says, in their most sweet voice, "Oh, frog, the rest of my family is across the river. Would you mind just letting me ride on your back as you swim across to safety and I can be with my family?" And the frog, who is wise in the ways of scorpions, says, I'm not sure that that's such a good idea, because I know that you have the capacity to sting me, which will end up, if we're in the river, with both of us dying. And the scorpion wheedles a bit, "Oh, frog, can you not see that I am a gentle soul? Can you not welcome me into your heart and just do this one small favor, and my family will forever be indebted to you and your progeny." And the frog is listening. It's like, wow, I just heard a sermon on radical hospitality. Okay, but you must control the urge to sting. And the scorpion assures him that, no, I've been in therapy about this for a long time, and I am ready to I told you this is a Buddhist tale, right? And so the frog, with some hesitation, agrees. And they get on, they get into the river. Things are going swimmingly, if I may say. And they're almost past the halfway point when along comes the sting. And the frog, as its limbs are becoming paralyzed and the end is near, says, "But you promised. You promised." And the scorpion shrugs his tiny little scorpion shoulders and says, "I'm a scorpion." And they both die. I hate that story. I hate every bit of it. Even my cute embellishments don't make it any better. The scorpion makes and breaks a promise, a choice that means they both die, and responds with sort of a, "Meh, so I'm a jerk, kill me." It's very unsatisfactory. This story was about trust and risk. So just what is the lesson here? So why do I tell this story that I do not like? Because today I want to talk about radical hospitality and what it is and what it isn't. Because I believe radical hospitality is healthiest when it is boundaried and explicit in its parameters, even as it may very well call us to risk our own well-being. So imagine if the frog in our story had decided that their needs were at least as important as the needs of the scorpion. Things may have ended differently. Boundaries are what make radical hospitality possible. Now that might seem counterintuitive. I mean, aren't boundaries simply roadblocks to hospitality? I guess it depends who you ask, the scorpion or the frog. I did not ask you to think about which role you are more likely to play, but I can tell by your careful silence that you're thinking about it. Are you most often the frog, wanting to do a good thing and getting stung? If you're a scorpion sometimes, do you recognize that the act of harm harms both? I am not asking you to speak about these things. I'm not a therapist, and I'm not equipped for the emotions that could accompany these ponderings. I just think it's important for us to recognize that depending on the circumstances, we have the capacity to fill either role. And to move those dark thoughts to the side, can we just bring back to mind Katie's experience of radical hospitality as she was greeted by an apex predator? In my body, that is both amazing and terrifying. There. Now that you're all in a little better frame of mind and heart, let's move into the complexity of radical hospitality. Our conversation today will cover the definition of radical hospitality. I should change that. A definition of radical hospitality. 3 key principles. What does this have to do with you, and what do we do now? So I'd like to begin with some definitions. I've been throwing around this term, radical hospitality, which sounds very you, by the way. But if we are to engage with the term and the concept, we need to have some shared understandings. So I asked my AI co-pilot, I call her Sheila. And Sheila quickly and cheerfully delivered a multi-pronged answer to my query. And I'll read this definition. This is just like the first part of a page-long thing. Sheila is very, very generous with her words. So, radical hospitality is the intentional, extraordinary practice of welcoming everyone, especially strangers and those on the margins, with profound warmth, love, and acceptance, exceeding normal expectations of friendliness. It breaks down barriers, fosters belonging, and often involves sacrificial, unconditional love rather than just polite service. End of quote. This definition that Sheila found in her vast memory banks comes from the United Methodists. Now, as you may be aware, the Methodists have recently had to decide just how radically hospitable they would be, resulting in a major schism and a split. The United Methodists took the road of radical hospitality, while some of their beloveds chose a different path. Unitarian Universalists are fortunate. We started as 2 separate entities. At the time, 2 Christian denominations who had been kicked out of the World Council of Churches for not being Christian enough. That's another whole sermon. So anyways, we didn't schism. We did the opposite of schism, whatever that might be. We got skizzed. We got skizzed. We started separately, and we joined together to create something new, which is astounding. We came together to create a radical hospitality born out of weaving together rather than rending apart. I give the United Methodists a lot of credit for doing this courageous work, even as it was clear that not all of their beloveds would continue to be part of the larger tapestry. So now that you know a bit of who authored these words, the heart space that brought out this definition of radical hospitality, let me offer it again. Radical hospitality is the intentional, extraordinary practice of welcoming everyone, especially strangers and those on the margins, with profound warmth, love, and acceptance, exceeding normal expectations of friendliness. It breaks down barriers, fosters belonging, and often involves sacrificial, unconditional love rather than just polite service. Breaking down barriers, fostering belonging, offering unconditional love. That all sounds great. It's very religious, and so how do we understand it? I should note that this definition of radical hospitality came from an article about church stewardship, generosity, and giving. This article began with a question: what makes people want to come back to church when they visit? That is so interesting. It's been a long time now. Back before we were in the 20s of the 2000s, so we were still in the teens, UU Association president at the time, Peter Morales, talked about how Unitarian Universalist churches, people come, they come to visit, and they don't necessarily stay. If we did our counting based on, we had 13 visitors this time, 27 visitors this time, 6, we'd have to take over, like the world. He didn't say that, I just put words in his mouth. But he noted that what we need to do is figure out the why of the people not returning necessarily. And that has taken us well over a decade, I think, as a larger movement to really think about and to put forth things like our shared values, finding ways to open all the doors and windows so that we are ready and people find what they're looking for. And some people, just so you know, just some people won't, because we're not everybody's cup of tea. Where am I in my script? I went so far away. Okay. In the comfort of personal and group safety, radical hospitality means going above and beyond to create a comfortable atmosphere. I've heard it called a soft landing for those whose lives might feel like they're unraveling. It means remembering people's names. And when we reach that point where that's really hard, providing name tags. I'm looking at all the name tags, it gives me great joy. We are pretty good at this radical hospitality because we work at it. It's intentional. So my assumption that the everyone to be welcomed in this case means those whom you would expect to approach one's doors with curiosity, with need, not those who are seeking harm. And so the everyone, I think, has a qualifier. These days, it can be a little more challenging to differentiate, but I think that is our work to do. Remember, our covenant was never meant to be a pact of self-destruction. Sometimes that's hard. Where does that fit in radical hospitality? If you're looking for the answer on the next slide, it's not there. So according to Sheila and my web search, radical hospitality is expressed through 3 key principles: noticing, actively recognizing the presence or absence of others, offering personal attention, engaging with individuals, not just groups, and providing excellent follow-through, ensuring the welcome is sustained and genuine. I've observed y'all engaging with individuals and offering personal attention. I have noticed how you provide excellent follow-through. So I'm a noticer, and I wonder if there are noticers out there, particularly regarding people who enter our space. I don't believe I know that person yet. Noticing. And I love also that noticing in this capacity also includes absence. Who haven't we seen in a while? Maybe a call, maybe a phone, an email. Maybe an email makes all the difference. Like, hey, I noticed you haven't been around for a couple weeks. Is everything okay? Does radical hospitality stop there? Maybe. Or maybe noticing is just the beginning. If someone called you and asked if everything was okay, would you grit your teeth and say, yeah, everything's fine, and that you're all set? Me too. So maybe radical hospitality goes a teensy bit further. Hey, I noticed you haven't been around a couple of weeks. Is everything okay? Would it be all right if I stopped by later today? I accidentally bought 2 containers of ice cream, and I'd love to bring one to you. You'd be doing me a huge favor. I think the spirit of love will certainly forgive us any fibs that we create in the spirit of hospitality and ice cream. Hospitality of any kind has become rather countercultural. There is such an emphasis on our individual needs and our priorities, and being hospitable doesn't always feel safe. Not in the way it was in the good old days, whatever your remembrance may be of when those were and what made them good. With this reminder that radical hospitality may not always be in alignment with our individual priorities, I think it's time for a teensy bit of history. The Universalist side of our blended faith family got its name because of a foundational belief in universal salvation. No one left behind to suffer. If you pull into our church driveway at just the right time, you might see one of our revolving messages, and that message is, salvation is not a solo act. That's universalism in a very few words. Or as UU singer-songwriter Leah Morris would sing, no one gets to heaven alone, to heaven alone, to heaven alone. No one gets to heaven alone. We get there side by side, side by side, side by side. We get there side by side. We get there side by side. Let's go ahead and sing the whole thing. No one gets to heaven alone, to heaven alone, to heaven alone. No one gets to heaven alone. We get there side by side, side by side, side by side, side by side. We get there side by side. You know, you can't get more radically hospitable than acknowledging that we bring everyone with us. But maybe radical hospitality says more about us than our brand of hospitality. Maybe we are what's radical. And our form of hospitality is just a reflection of who we are, which impacts what we do. Which leads me to another bit of scholarly trivia. The Latin root for radical is radix, which means to fundamentally change something. That was brand new to me. I have been using the word radical incorrectly, if that is the definition. So we fundamentally change how we welcome others, from politeness to an active and transformative approach. And that brings us to Unitarian Universalism, our living tradition that grows and changes as we do. We grow and change not just because it's fun, because I would like to see a raising of hands of people who really think change is fun. I knew I might be the only one. Okay. I haven't rearranged the furniture in a little while now, so there. Yeah, some of you are laughing harder than others. Oh, so I want to bring to our attention our chalice. So the chalice that we're using this morning up front is similar, a representation of the chalice that was created by artist Hans Deutsch during World War II. It was created as a logo for the Unitarian Service Committee to be able to create documents, official documents, to help move European Jews and others out of harm's way. In 1941, the logo was made three-dimensional and included two linked rings surrounding the flame, because something pretty important happened that year. It was when we became Unitarian Universalists. The two linked rings were based on the quote from the poet and lifelong Universalist Edwin Markham. He drew a circle that shut me out, heretic, rebel, a thing to flout, but love and I had the wit to win. We drew a circle and took him in. The double-ringed chalice also served as a symbol signifying the joining of our faiths, not easy to say, two independent Christian denominations who were ready to try something new, to engage in radical hospitality with one another in order to better meet the needs of an aching world. So our chalice this morning echoes that design. So I hope you caught independent souls who are ready to try something new, to engage in radical hospitality with one another in order to better meet the needs of an aching world. You know what that looks like? Of course, it looks like our connections team, ready to greet you as you arrive, and coffee hour. That's a great place to find this kind of hospitality. But there are other things that we do that you might not think of right away as radical hospitality. When beloveds offer their talents in music, artistry, loving our littles, or really anything that makes people shine as they offer service. That is also radical hospitality. When someone among us takes on the mantle of leadership, offering a Sunday service, serving in formal leadership capacities on the board, committees, teams, giving generously to support staff and programs, all of these are forms of radical hospitality, and those are all open to each of us. Our faith, Unitarian Universalism, strives to be the embodiment of radical hospitality, and we are its beating heart and its helping hands. You know, it's one thing to think about it, talk about it, ponder it. What are those words? Who is Sheila, by the way? But it's quite another to embody, and we are called to embody. Because no one gets to heaven alone, not any kind of heaven. We get there side by side. Our radically hospitable faith will guide us as we learn to be the change that we wish to see in the world. And as we engage with and offer radical hospitality to those who come with weary spirit seeking rest, who come with troubles that are too much with them, and also who come as seekers of a new faith, who come to probe and explore, to learn. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whomever you love, you are welcome here. I want us to sing this little ditty by my friend Hal Walker. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. I'll sing it through once and then have you join me for just 2 more repetitions. Okay, just listen once. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. If you're a harmonizer, go for it. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. One more time and kind of gaze at one another. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you.
What we have here at UU Amherst is pretty special. These days, it can be hard to find a community of thoughtful and caring people who are welcoming and inclusive. And we hope you have found that feeling here. This is the offering time when we ask you to participate in the financial well-being of this amazing church. Whether you give online, through automatic bank withdrawals, or randomly with a cash in your pocket, we are grateful. Folks who are participating online, we hope you will text your gift to the number on the screen. The offering will now be gratefully received. I have to tell you a little personal secret about the offering. When it's time to offer, I take my phone off of airplane mode, and I go and I text a donation, and then I put it back on airplane mode. You can also do that if you're sitting here and you don't have the cash and you want to donate. Just telling you, I do it all the time. Many of my friends who sit next to me can say, "What are you doing?" Shh. Donating. We began our service with the lighting of our chalice. And now we extinguish the chalice, but not to quench the flame, but to return it to our individual hearts, strengthened by this time together so that we can share our light with the world. Please join your voices with mine. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. As our service draws to an end, our service to the world is ready to begin. You'll find opportunities for growth and service in your order of service and on our website. All are invited to stay for coffee and conversation in the Emerson Room, just through the double doors at the back of the chapel and in the lobby. There is reserved seating for families at the window end, where there is a kids-friendly activity area. And if you are sitting here thinking, wow, this could be a place for me, as I did 43 years ago, I encourage you to talk to Reverend Michelle. She wasn't that old then. After the service. She'll be at the back of the chapel to greet folks. That would have a great time, and that would be a great time to check in with her. Yes, I signed that book many years ago. Becoming a member here is not a difficult process. Remember, we believe in radical hospitality, but belonging is meaningful to us as much as it is to you. And now, everyone, please rise in body or spirit as we sing our closing blessing. Don't forget to twinkle your eyes and share smiles with one another during the third verse. Remain standing after.
Life is short, and we don't have much time to gladden the hearts of those who travel this way with us. So be swift to love and make haste to be kind. Go in peace, make a difference.